The goalpost will need little blobs of icing to make sure they don't topple over. These chocolate-covered balls can be got from a sweet shop. So you finish up with cake of the day.
He walked before he was 10 months old, and he always had the ball. Even at 10 months, he had the ball. And ever from that, he played it right from 10 months. The living room, bedroom, any place at all. Took the ball to bed with him.
From his, 14, 15 months, he was chasing after a ball, and as each year went by, he just got to be probably more crazy about football. And if he ever wanted to find George, he just looked up around the street, and he was in the field up around with the ball, winter, summer, whatever.
There were scouts came to watch me play. I didn't know until recently, actually. I knew a couple of Irish League scouts had come to watch me play, but I didn't find out until recently that Leeds United sent someone to watch me when I was 15. And my dad told me the guy stayed for 20 minutes and left. And so I could have been a Leeds United player. And then, of course, the true story is when the Manchester United scout, someone had recommended me to him, and he came, and the story's legend. I sent off Sir Matt the telegram and said, I think I found a genius.
Down in the shipyard, this fella Riverter used to tell me about this fella George Best. They said, Bob, this man is magnificent. He's a man among men. Well, after that, I decided he was one of the best boys I'd ever seen.
I hate making predictions about these things when a boy's so young, but this boy has got everything to make a great player. And some little time ago, Tom Finney thought he was the best young player he's seen for many years, and I agree with him.
A generation ago in Belfast, a young man was born too soon. For had he been born today, boys, this time would know no clue. For he stood only 5 feet 8 inches and weighed only 8 stone. By day he played with his friends there, by night he played on his own. And early one morning a letter arrived in the post at his home. Will your son please board a ferry from Ireland to England alone? So a young boy arrived at Old Trafford, prepared to give his all, but England England's a long way from Belfast, and the Emerald find it far. All of Busby's persuasion to make him come back for the test, for he knew that he'd found a genius who was so far ahead of the rest, for he could run at the speed of a greyhound and turn on a sixpence and shoot, dribble his way through a minefield, still only wearing one boot. His playing bought crowds in their thousands, his antics attacked from the press, but they all had to bow down in tribute and acknowledge true genius George Best.
The thing about George, he could operate in his own right without being a footballer. He's a very good-looking young man with lots of conversation. It wasn't difficult for George Best to form an attraction with a young lady. Didn't have to be George Best the footballer.
There's a self-confident coolness about him that unnerves some men and fascinates most women. He seems to have a slower psychological pulse than the rest of us.
I think the most beautiful girls in the world are definitely the English. I've been almost, well, everywhere in the world, and I would say they're definitely the English girls are the best looking. Yeah, I prefer them to have long legs, very long, nice shapely legs. I don't like makeup, so she'd have to wear hardly any at all. As it is now, fashion's changed so quickly and so often. I'd like her to change with them and not sort of lag behind. I'd like to pick some of her clothes as well. Well, not pick them, but have a bit of a say in what she wears. And I'd like her to do the same with me. All in all, she's going to have to lead a pretty hectic life. So as far as I'm concerned, she's going to have to be really something.
Eva, George has described you as a perfect woman.
Yes, I know.
What do you think about that?
Oh, I don't know.
She is.
Always the best for Georgie. 4 men's grooming aids. Real masculine. Aftershave, hairspray, talc, the lot. 4 brings out the best in a man.
Oh, God, I just want to kiss him. I just want an autograph. Anything. I love him. I really love him. I'm going to marry him. If he looks at me, I'm just going to faint. Wait till we tell the others.
Mind your back, please.
How many times have you been in love?
A couple of thousand, I suppose. Let's say I've loved a couple of thousand.
Hello, George.
Hi, how are you? All right?
Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that?
It's George Best. That's George Best. That's George Best.
Who's that?
That's George Best.
Who's that? Who's that?
That's George Best.
Who's that?
That's George Best. He's the greatest footballer ever lived. He's the greatest footballer ever lived. He's the greatest footballer ever lived.
This is George Best. This is George Best.
He's the greatest footballer
This
ever
is
lived.
George Best. This is George Best.
The greatest footballer
This
ever
is
lived.
George Best. This is George Best.
The greatest
cheekiest of all cheeky little flicks by this supreme cheeky champion, George Best.
June 21st, 1970. World Cup final day. All roads lead to the Azteca.
Listen to this.
And the defence was absolutely square. Gaetano ran through the line of defenders, good enough and cool enough to take the time he needed. But the Czechoslovakian defence strung across the field like a line of washing.
El Sonorantes do Nascimento, the king.
The boy called me Pele in the street. I don't know if I made some mistake or if it was a joke. I fight with the boy. I didn't like. I said, no, my name is Edson, because I was so proud because Edson is a nice name. I said, no, my name is Edson. Then I went to the school. The same boy in the classroom, they called me Pele to tease me. I fight with him. Then whole school, the girls start to call Pele, Pele to tease me. And then I get the nickname Pele, but nobody knows why.
Pele, 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 el mejor jugador, el rey jugador del balón. Cuando juegan los Palmas es un show de balón y la hinchada ya está preparada a gritar. Todo el mundo con locura gritan ¡gol! De Pele, de Pele. Es el gol de Pele que ya entró. 4-2, 5-2, 5-2. Y marcando los goles a montón. Es el rey del Brasil, le dedico esta mi canción. fútbol jamás tú tendrás un rival. La afición de la Sam preparada a brillar. Todo el mundo con locura gritan ¡gol! De Pele, es el gol de Pele que ya lloró. 4-2, 5-2, y marcando los goles a montón. Es al rey del Brasil, le dedico esta mi canción.
Charlie Buchan captained an Arsenal team with names like Joe Hume, Tom Parker, Bob John. This was their first step towards eminence. Cardiff, under Fred Keener, had been losing finalists 2 years earlier. Now, with 8 internationals, they were at their peak. And with the referee's bow tie impeccably straight, a game of international quality was expected. As is often the case in cup finals, the play didn't live up to expectations. Yet it did provide one never-forgotten incident, the Cardiff goal. It came when Ferguson shot low and hard. Lewis stopped it, but it eventually trickled into the net. A closer look at what happened. Ferguson shoots. Lewis gets down to it. Then, as he's challenged, he shapes to throw the ball away. But in his own words, it twisted on his new jersey, and in grabbing at it, he sent it rolling on into goal. For Lewis, ironically a Welsh international, the mistake was always to live with him. For Cardiff, it was their greatest moment, the pinnacle before the fall.
This is not only a multiracial city, it is overwhelmingly a Celtic city. And it is given to euphoria and it is given to depression. And when we have the Beatles, there is the euphoria. Liverpool or Everton lose a football match, you're in depression.
Two clubs alike in dignity in Liverpool where we set our seat. And Juliet's dad was Everton mad, while Romeo's followed Bill Shankly's team as she was going to Goodison Park, it being on a derby day. He passed her on his way to the match and pretended that he'd lost his way. Hello there, Jill, can you help me? I'm sweating cobs 'cause it's 10 to 3. If I don't find that Goodison Road, I'm bound to miss Hunt's opening goal. Two clubs alike in dignity in Liverpool where we set our seat.
Everton is like a social occasion. Liverpool is like a pilgrimage.
An anthropologist studying this cop crowd would be introduced into as rich and mystifying a popular culture as in any South Sea island. Their rhythmic swaying is an elaborate and organized ritual. The 28,000 people on the Kop itself begin singing together. They seem to know intuitively when to begin. Throughout the match, they invent new words, usually within the framework of old Liverpool songs, to express adulatory, cruel, or bawdy comments about the players or the police. But even then, they begin singing these new words with one immediate, huge voice. They seem, mysteriously, to be in touch with one another, with Wacker, the spirit of Scouse.
Liverpool to win, you must be balmy.
The word fanatic has been used many times, but I think there must be another word for it. The Anfield spectators. I think it's not fanaticism, I think it's a religion with them. I think as many people go to the church to worship, the thousands that come here to worship. This is a sort of a shrine, it isn't a football ground.
Who do you like the best, Molly? Well, I think John's the gayer. I think Paul's fab. Well, Ringo's a bit of all right, though, isn't he? Honest George. Are they honest? Yeah, of course. We love the Beatles. We love the Beatles. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's Johnny, Paul and gorgeous George and Ringo's stuff. Everyone in Britain knows how fab they are. We read about them in the papers every day. Yes, we're crazy about the Beatles and we're proud to say we love the Beatles. We love the Beatles. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now Johnny is the leader and he knocks thoughts out. The way he sings the melody on Twist and Shout. Crazy clothes, take everything about them from their heads to their toes. We've never felt like this before, so let's explain to you. We've simply got Beatlemania. We love the Beatles. We love the Beatles. Yeah, 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 yeah.
What does Brian, child of the 60s, think of the Beatles?
I've never thought of the Beatles.
What does he think of football?
I've never thought of football.